Hello, YouTube! Well, we just got something that I really did not think we'd get in like a million years. I'm excited. I'm really freaking excited, honestly. So today, what we have for you is the teaser trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4 that was brought out just recently. I can't hold back my laughter. my my excitement even. I'm sorry. like I just wanted to get my reaction in on this because if anybody didn't really know, Kingdom Hearts is absolutely like my favorite game series of all time. I am so excited for Kingdom Hearts 4. I would love to pick it up whenever it comes out, but the wait has definitely been killing me. I'll be completely honest. So I wanted to take the time to just really watch this video and maybe dissect it a little bit. It is a teaser trailer, so I don't expect this game to be out really soon, but at the same time I would love to see it come out, I don't know, next year or so, but I don't know if that is possible. Kingdom Hearts has always been kind of a series that, now that it's almost been 25 years, I think it's 25 years next year, that during this 25 years we have been waiting a lot. Even though it has been 25 years, Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts 4 have been probably both the most anticipated Kingdom Hearts games of all, but also the ones that have taken the most time to develop. I do have thoughts on why that would be, but at the same time, like, it's just assumptions, nothing's guaranteed. So I wanted to take a chance to look at this teaser trailer. Let's see what it's about.
この世界の構造はとても複雑で
The structure of this world is incredibly complex. So, first and foremost, should I get through the entire trailer first? And then talk about stuff? Yeah, I think I'll do that.
私たちが定義する
At
光
first,
と
there were
闇
no
を具現化した
manifestations
も
of
の
what
は
we know as light
存
and
在しなかった
darkness.
でもそれを定
Oh,
義するも
that's
のがこ
crazy.
の世
But
界に
our
来た
arrival
ことで
here
こ
brought those concepts
の
with
世界
us.
にも
The darkness given
私たち
physical
の定
form
義する
only
闇が
after
現
we
れた
defined it. Kingdom Hearts 4! That's a crazy... It's not even a dark side. It looks like more demonic than a dark side. Oh, there she is again. Ooh, new characters. Oh, wait, there's Luxord. Who the heck? Wait. Okay, so combat looks a lot like Kingdom Hearts 3 so far, like in terms of combat. But of course, there's definitely some new visuals involved here. Ooh. Oh, reflect, reflect, reflect my goat, reflect my goat. Dang. Oh, it's too short. Oh, multi-platform at launch. That's really good. That's really good. Yeah. So, what do we think of this? What do we think of this? So yeah, no release date. So this is still, I mean, even at the bottom it says development footage subject to change. There's no release date, so we have to wait longer, unfortunately. I think that my first thought is that most definitely I think that they're showing us this for one, to show that they are still working on it. They have realized that we have been waiting for more updates on Kingdom Hearts 4 for a while. When was the first trailer for this? Was it 2022? I could be wrong. Put in the comments below when the first trailer for this was. I could also look it up, but I'm more so trying to put my thoughts on what is going on here. The first trailer was like 2022. I think that they're showing us this to basically say, hey, we are working on it. It's still in the plans. It might come out sometime soon. That's kind of the first thing. I think that if anybody has seen also that they also revealed Final Fantasy VII Revelation, which is the Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3, and on top of that, it's their last of the remake trilogy for Final Fantasy VII. And usually when that when that happens, like they switch up kind of what they will work on next, you know. So like for instance, when Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1 came out, it was Part 1, and then they came out with Kingdom Hearts 3, and then Remake Part 2, now Remake Part 3, now Kingdom Hearts 4. I think that maybe it kind of coincides with how far along they are with other projects when they do get around to, for instance, Kingdom Hearts 4 now. Let's see, what else? I think that, yeah, they're showing us that it's still in development. They're still working on it. They know it's been a long wait for us. I don't know how far along they are. I can sit there and contemplate kind of certain things that they might have from this trailer. I think maybe even like voice acting might be done, but I don't know that for a fact. But let's take a look again. So first thought, there's another black coat figure. I thought that they would be done with these characters with Kingdom Hearts 3 and how that kind of finished off. But I think that they kind of utilize these black coat figures as unknown figures. Somebody who will be a surprise to us later on, even though we can hear their voice. I don't know whose voice this is. I'm not very familiar with the Japanese voice acting of Kingdom Hearts, so I don't know if this has been a character that has been in the game before, or if this is a completely new character that they're trying to tease us with to make a big grand reveal later on. But first things first, it's a woman. It is a woman. I can tell by the figure and the type of voice that she has. So who could it be? My first thought was actually Shion. But I'm not too certain of that, especially since this is supposed to be like a separate world. And from what I've seen from Kingdom Hearts 3 and some of the other trailer, some of the other trailers, it's just the other trailer, Sora is kind of trapped in this world that like kind of looks like Tokyo in a way. Tokyo? Shibuya? I think it's Shibuya. Sorry, my bad. I think it's supposed to look like Shibuya, but it's supposed to look very like a Japanese city. So what she basically says here is that once everybody has kind of crossed over, once certain characters, I should say, has crossed over, light and darkness kind of invaded this world as well. And I guess it's what's been shown to us is all of these shadows and heartless, or if they are still heartless at all, are basically are not natural to this world. They're only coming here because of Sora and these other characters, I imagine. So it's interesting in that regard. Um, and what I think I know also is separate from that, this world that Sora is now in kind of serves as a hub world where it's like Sora can traverse around this city, and then when he wants to go to, I guess, new Disney worlds, he is going to start from the city and travel to another place from this city. And then after he's done with that world, he comes back. I'm assuming we haven't seen really any other Disney properties in these trailers other than just Donald Duck and Goofy. That has been pretty much it. So I don't know if that's super duper true, but I'm imagining something kind of like how Sonic 2006 handled its hub world, where Sonic travels around his hub world and then goes to uh, a different like cave or a cannon to go to the different like Green Hill Zone or whatever it was called, the different levels. I'm not sure about that. I could be speaking from a misguided memory, but that's just something that I remembered. So let's continue on. Yeah, there's whole crosswalk there. I have to say, this dark side looks crazy. If it is even a dark side, it's freaking like massive. Oh my gosh, I think I have something to say about that, but like, we'll continue on. Let's keep moving. It looks like a different form of dark side. Title drop, okay. Ooh, I have to say, I don't think I can turn up the quality, but I imagine. Well, let's see. Can we do it? Let's turn up the quality, see if it actually does anything. I don't know if my computer can handle it. Probably not. It's loading out of the wazoo. Unless, wait, hold on. Can we turn up the quality? Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, I'm assuming that there's some of these like in teaser trailers specifically, in a lot of games and or movies, they're showing us cutscenes that may or may not be in the final cut of the actual product. So when the stuff that they're showing us is still probably in development, and they're probably like, this is just kind of what the thing is supposed to look like at the end. They have definitely kind of strayed a little bit away from the cartoony style of the, especially the PS2 ones, but even the PS3 one had kind of that upscaled cartoony style. This one definitely looks like, I see it in her model. This one looks a lot closer to how they design Final Fantasy games now, and I'm especially thinking about like Final Fantasy 15. So yeah, I think that they're moving a lot away from cartoony and more towards how they do their Final Fantasy style. That being said, I think this is the character of Strelitzia? Question mark? So we saw her in the first trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. So we know that she's going to be a big player in this, and the only reason why I know her name is because I believe her character was in that Kingdom Hearts mobile game. Correct me if I'm wrong. I did not play the mobile game because, one, my phone really couldn't handle it at the time, and two, it was, it just took so long. I need to, like, really do, like, a binge watch of somebody going through the entire story of the mobile game, because I know that there's a lot of poignant stuff in it that might lead into Kingdom Hearts 4. I know for a fact that, like, the person that Marluxia was in the mainline games, his previous incarnation was in those mobile games. And I know they touched on the subject of the mobile game story within the one movie that they had in the 2.8 release, but it was more so like what the story that they wanted to tell there rather than the story as a whole. So I think they only did the poignant enough story bits that led into Kingdom Hearts 3 and certain things within Kingdom Hearts 3. They didn't touch on the stuff that will be touched on in Kingdom Hearts 4, whether that was some story stuff that happened after Kingdom Hearts 3 was done or something along those lines. So let's continue on. Okay. This character I have to say, really looks like a antagonist from, I would say, Final Fantasy 13 of all things. I don't know who this character is. I'll probably say different things like that. Please post in the comments if you recognize any of these characters. I would love to read them and figure out who these guys are. Please just let me know. But I do have to say that, like, the character models look super detailed now. Like, they look like they're finalizing on these characters' appearances. If there is any changes to be made, it might be just slight things, maybe. But I'm looking at this and I'm seeing, like, there's texture on the clothes. Like, the tie itself isn't just one color. It's, like, a couple of different colors, from black and gold. Like, there's a pattern to it. There's certain accessories that, like, base, like just the thoughts of a design would probably not have. This seems like it's a fully rendered and realized character that they have finished. So I imagine that a lot of the characters are probably finished, and I think that's usually the first thing that happens within a video game, is once they have the characters finished and the landscapes finished and they are able to create cutscenes around these finished designs, they're getting a lot closer to being able to finish the game. Not saying that this is finished. I don't think this is finished. I'll touch more about that later on. But they're on the first steps of really powering through and really designing the rest of the game now that the designs are properly finished. I don't know who this is. Actually, my first thought when I see this character is that Noctis from Final Fantasy 15? No, but I don't think this is that character. And again, I don't know who this is. If you could let me know down in the comments, please. But black spiky hair. It's kind of to the side. It almost reminds me a little bit of Roxas, but I don't think that is Roxas. Oh, I went back a few seconds. So let's. I think he has a Keyblade. So, am I right with my Roxas theory? Is it like Roxas? Is it Ventus? Because he's holding it backwards. But what's with the black hair? Oh, and here's Luxord. Luxord! Let's go, Mambo, my goat! So, jeez, he looks really good in high definition. I know this has been Tetsuya Nomura's, like, favorite character out of all of Kingdom Hearts, but holy heck, he looks so good. All the detail and stuff, oh my gosh. But yeah, there were some people, and me included, who looked at the secret ending, which, yeah, spoilers, secret ending of Kingdom Hearts 3. But we saw somebody who looked a lot like Luxord. It was kind of we didn't really know specifically if that was him or not, but he looks so much like Luxord that people are just immediately on the bandwagon of, this is Luxord. Now, the thing is this actually like Luxord, or is it that the person that became Luxord? Because we know that Luxord was the nobody, and do we call it a somebody? I think we call it like a somebody, but the person with the heart, I don't know if they'll rearrange his name to like Duolo or something like that. Because we know the X was added to their jumbled up name. I don't know if that's kind of what his name would be, but let me know if you know what his name was before it was mixed up into Luxord. Another black coat figure. This time it's a man. It's a very slim man. Like usually some of the big bad guys of Organization 13 had a wider chest, but this guy has a slimmer figure. So it could be somebody like Axel or I don't know, Roxas, somebody along those lines. The black feathers mean something though. I'm not sure what the black feathers mean specifically. Okay, Donald and Goofy, our only time that we've ever seen a freaking Disney anything in this. This is kind of continuing on with the previous trailer, though, where Donald and Goofy are kind of lost somewhere and they see a blue flame, and now they're being surrounded by these blue flames. I have a theory, and I've seen this theory go around, but I think that they're in the underworld, and specifically the underworld of Disney's Hercules. The blue flames kind of remind people a lot of Hades and his design and the blue flames hair that he has. So that's where I think this comes into play. Could it actually be that? Maybe. They put Olympus Coliseum in basically every Kingdom Hearts game under the sun. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're just like, they continue on with that. Can you let me know also, if you know, can you let me know why they love Olympus Coliseum so much? And specifically like Disney's Hercules property so much? Please put that down in the comments if you know. But I saw a theory that Donald and Goofy, after they don't know where Sora went, they went to the underworld to see if Sora was caught up in the underworld at all. This looks a lot more cartoony. Also, I'm looking at like Goofy's figure. Donald is kind of blurry at the moment, but it's definitely a more cartoony style than the Final Fantasy type of models that we have been seeing most recently with the human-like characters. But I could see the theory working out that this is the underworld, this is Hades' underworld, with the blue flames and stuff like that. But the only question that I do have is, usually Hades doesn't like throw around blue flames. Yeah, he has blue flamed hair, and he's kind of a bluish skinned figure. But at the same time, whenever he throws out flames or makes like a flame wall, it's usually like normal red, yellow, orange colored flames. So I don't know what's going on here specifically. I only have theories. I just like the theory that Donald and Goofy are in the underworld looking for Sora. And all I can really see, yeah, is the blue flames, but I'm also looking at the ground too, and there's rocks on the ground. So this is an uneven like area. So it could be the case, but also we're in just complete darkness. We don't know where they are. I like the theory of the underworld. I don't know if it's specifically true. I just like the theory. Let's continue on. Huh. This looks a lot like young Xehanort, doesn't it? I know that like the Xehanort saga was over specifically with Kingdom Hearts 3, but I know that they have said that like the story of Xehanort will probably continue on in some way. I just don't know if this is one of those things that Kingdom Hearts does where it like brings in a character for a one-off appearance to like try and guide Sora in a specific way. I don't know if that's what's going on here, but I could see that happening. That has happened in previous games where for some reason one character would just show up and confuse the hell out of Sora. You know? I am also kind of seeing for the first time Sora's like finished quote big air quote design. I'm noticing this watch also that's on Sora, so maybe there's gonna be some sort of time element where you can only trigger certain events at a specific time. At least a time and day, not a time in real life, but a time and day. Maybe that's kind of his way of using the map or adding a waypoint to the world. I'm not sure. Okay, now we get to see the combat. So one of the things that I wanted to point out is, yeah, there's these dark creatures and stuff. This guy looks crazy, where it's like a big defender, but he's like Sora is still like whacking at him. I'm noticing also there's people in the background of this. So he's just fighting these creatures while people are watching in the background. But I do want to point out something that I've noticed on my first watch of this. So like Sora looks really good. The models of these characters look really good. But I don't know, there's something about the environment that looks kind of off, if you ask me. And my thought about this is that, like, this is kind of like a test area for developers only. And I think all they really did is make, like, this huge, like, circle where Sora is fighting these, like, shadow heartless things. But, like, there's just invisible walls all around or something like that. And all of this is possibly stuff either in development, in the works, or it is just kind of placeholder objects. That is like, this is what it will kind of look like when it is done. And the thing is that, like, I remember back to, like, the first trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3, where Sora gets attacked by the Shadow Heartless tidal wave, and he, like, jumps on the Shadow Heartless wave and does few flips and stuff like that. That, like, even though this looks like gameplay specifically to me, I just feel like this is more so how they test how things will look like in combat. Whereas that first one from Kingdom Hearts 3 was just like what they're expecting the game to look like. I think this is like the combat is finished, but this map is either not in the game itself or it's not finished specifically. But there's just something uncanny about the design of the environment itself that I feel like is just not quite done. And maybe it's also because, like, I'm looking at the backgrounds too. What is that design up there at the top left? I'm looking at the backgrounds too, and I'm just wondering, yeah, see, like, there's, like, this divider that's, like, right behind me. If I move me a little bit, there's this, like, divider over here, which is probably telling me, like, this is, like, now getting into, like, a 2D background rather than, like, an actual traversable space. So I'm just kind of thinking is essentially that the areas are not done. They're close, but they're just not done yet. And then there's this. He's riding on the Keyblade wave. I don't know what stage of the game that is, but essentially, like, I know that they've tried to imagine the Keyblade wave riding in the previous games. Now we get to the crazy dark side boss, and this is something that I'm excited if they would actually play around with, and that is the scale of battles. You know, I know that they tried it with like Kingdom Hearts 3 and such, but I would really love to see like a game where a Kingdom Hearts game where, like, for instance, Sora is starting at like street level against this giant. Oops, I clicked the wrong one. Is starts at street level, and then he has to find a way to get to like the dark side's core to defeat it. And the only way to do that is by traversing the city itself, by getting up there. I know that they played a little bit with the scale of certain battles, like in Kingdom Hearts 3 against the Rock Titan and the Tornado Titan, for instance. But then a lot of the battles ended up being like, oh, we're on ground level, and now you have to basically jump up super high to get at a certain weak spot. I would love to see kind of like a multi-layered kind of like, we're getting up and traversing the city to get to different points in which we could fight this big boss battle. I think this is something that we could do now in terms of game development. It just hasn't quite got there, like, quite yet in the Kingdom Hearts franchise, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I'm also thinking of like Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. If any of you have played that game, I'm just thinking of like boss battles in which, like, Raiden versus the Metal Gear Ray. That's like the first boss battle of the game. Like, trying to get to certain points where maybe in this phase you're taking out the feet and trying to knock it down. You're trying to weaken it. You're trying and this phase you're getting up to higher levels, and you're trying to knock out its arms and trying to get it cut down to size, essentially. And I don't know what this is, if there's gonna be like little side quests that happen in the midst of these battles where it's like, oh, Sora now has to protect these civilians, for instance, or if this is just a cutscene. From what we see, though, it looks like it is just a cutscene. Yeah, it is just a cutscene so far. It looks like. Oh gosh, I love the fanfare. And then, yeah, multi-platform at launch. So that's good. It's not starting off as like a PlayStation or Xbox exclusive. Every console gets it. That's amazing. I love that. Please do that more. Now, let's see. There's also something about Epic Games and Steam. Yeah, so yeah. We don't know too much more. Disney and Disney/Pixar, but I think that's just kind of the normal like logos that they have in there. Their partnered stuff. And of course, development footage subject to change. So I think at the end of all of this, I've yapped for so much in this video, I'll be honest. I think that I will summarize my points into this. No release date. So they're still actively developing this. And on top of that, it just looks like there's a lot of early stuff. Like, it looks like they might be getting to the point where they are working on or have worked on various points of the game itself, including like character models and the battle system in general, but they are not done. We've only ever seen this city in certain trailers, other than like my assumption of the underworld with Donald and Goofy. But even then, it's just shadow background, rocks on the ground, blue fire, Like, there's not much more to that area. So, what I'm trying to say is we're still a ways off from getting Kingdom Hearts 4. We haven't seen too much more. It's exciting that they've finally shown us another trailer other than that first trailer, like, back in 2022. It's 2026 now. Like, holy heck, we've been waiting a long time for this. But if there is stuff that you don't like the looks of in this, I imagine that it's probably stuff that is just not done yet. Like what I was saying about the whole backgrounds. The backgrounds look kind of off, like they're in like early stages rather than actually fully realized and rendered. I think that's just like a developer room where they test out the combat system or something. But anyways, it looks like it's just this is like in development. It's early enough, but I think we are getting to the point where we're gonna start hearing more about this. It might be another few months before we see another trailer, but definitely this is just a teaser at the end of the day. So anyways, that's all my points. We watched through this trailer twice, this minute and 30-second long trailer twice, and we've made it to about like 30 something minutes. I just have a lot to say about this. Please post in the comments if there's anything that you're excited for with not Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts 4. If there's anything that you're looking forward to, or if there's anything that I missed, put down in the comments. And yeah, I appreciate you all, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye!